The worst time in history to be born as a human by barely evolved.
This is you.
No,
There's your dad,
that's not me. Oh,
his dad, and his.
how do you know him better than I do?
Keep going. Soon you'll fly past powdered wigs, chainmail, mammoths, and eventually stumble upon a guy squatting in the dirt, chewing on a beetle, and trying not to die before sundown. That guy? That's your ancestor. He has no name, no shoes, and no idea that you, a distant descendant with a snack addiction and a mild caffeine dependency, even exist.
I hope he didn't know I exist. I don't want that Bigfoot ugly. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm glad he don't know me.
But here's the thing. If that guy, or any one of the thousands of people in your ancestral chain, had tripped at the wrong moment,
oh, I wonder what killed.
Gotten eaten by something toothy,
Hell no.
or just failed to reproduce, you wouldn't be here.
Basically, I'm special. That's basically what they're saying. And like Loki, it's kind of like he's saying all of us are special. But no, I'm special. Okay. I'm up on Twitch right now. Link is in the description, so you should come join. Because if you don't,
You exist because 1,000 people before you didn't die when they should have.
when they should have, my bloodline's strong. What do you mean when they should have?
You're not lucky. You're the byproduct of violent coincidence and stubborn biology. Daddy?
Like, he does not look sexy enough to be me. Let's give it a buck.
So let's take a look at how close you came over and over again to never being born at all. We're going to rank 5 of the deadliest periods in human history.
Okay.
From bad but survivable to you might as well start writing your will at birth.
And we're going to see if us as individuals would be able to survive them. Like how we are now.
Let's get right into it. Number 5, Ice Age.
Easy. I've seen the movies way too many times. All I know is I have to stop that squirrel. If I stop that squirrel, then I don't have to worry about no continental drift or ice breaking or anything like that. I just have to stop the squirrel. Easy.
Around 20,000 years ago, during the last glacial maximum, Earth wasn't exactly cozy. Massive ice sheets, up to 2 miles thick, smothered huge chunks of North America, Europe, and Asia.
I just moved to South America. Easy.
Average global temperatures dropped by about 10 degrees Fahrenheit, 6 degrees Celsius, turning most of the planet into a frozen wasteland where food was a distant rumor.
Nose. Man, I think he in like a Disney movie or something. Got a knocker on his nose.
Me hungry.
If you were alive back then, your daily routine involved not dying of hypothermia, hunting woolly mammoths the size of school.
5'3"? Okay. Okay, you think I would only be 5'3"? All right, buddy. I promise you, if we're going back in time, I'd be at least 6'8". At least.
Buses, and occasionally running away from creatures like the cave lion, Panthera spelaea, one of the largest wild cats in history.
How large?
Your house?
Nah, don't just... There's no way, because y'all making him look like he like 12, 13 feet tall. Now we got to look him up. How big was the Panthera spelaea? 7 feet long, and it stood 4 feet tall. Okay. However, some got to 9.5 feet long and 4.9 feet tall. Let me see if I can bring up a side-by-side of a Panthera to a tiger. Because 4 feet, like, I was 4 feet when I was like, bro, I came out the womb 4 foot. So, bro. Man, it's like an inch bigger than I'm eating that, bro. I just accidentally spit everywhere. I'm taking that thing on easily, man. This is a tiger. This is a lion. They gassing it. Give me and 2 people from chat. We're taking it. Just give me with 2 people from chat, and we're taking that thing. Easy. Ain't that right, chat? Easy wipes. Easy wipes.
Spelaea.
Now, if we go... Now, let's say we were the size of this person in the... Ooh, 5'3", 130? Oh, my goodness. 5'3", 130. Okay. Let's say we're all 5'3", 130, which is already like half of y'all anyways. Give me 4 people from chat. In fact, give me 3 people from chat. We're taking that thing on. Easily.
One of the largest wild cats in history. Your house? Probably a mammoth bone hut or a cave shared with 40 of your least favorite relatives. Your clothing, animal hides stitched together with bone needles.
Easy.
Want dinner? Good luck. You're armed with a sharpened stick, and your target weighs 6 tons and is actively trying to kill you.
But I
And if
watched Ice
starvation
Age.
didn't
I know
get
how
you,
madness
a
works.
simple infected cut probably would. There were no antibiotics, no vaccines, and no emergency rooms, just a lot of home remedies involving chewing random plants and hoping for the best.
I got a lot of swag. I'll swag it out. You know what I'm saying? I'm a beat it with swag and swag only. You know, y'all know how I get down. Y'all know how, ain't that right? Y'all know how I get down. Thank you, Savage Hunt, for the gift.
Despite all this, Homo sapiens adapted, inventing tools, mastering fire, and even creating early art, like the cave paintings at Lascaux. Number 4, the dawn of agriculture.
Okay.
Somewhere around 10,000 years ago, humans had a
10,000.
brilliant idea.
Okay.
Bro,
What's wrong, bro?
I can't chase one more mammoth. My legs hurt.
Bro,
They
you don't
became
even have
vegan.
legs. Come on, man. We're only 400 miles away
if-
from breakfast.
Hear me out. We make food come to us.
How?
We stay in one place, grow stuff,
Easy.
build. I don't know.
Wow, how would I die during this time?
Okay.
What's gonna kill me?
Welcome to the
Vegetables?
dawn of agriculture.
Am I gonna die from a poisoned carrot? Like a poisoned potato? This is not Minecraft.
Also known as the moment when humanity accidentally made life way harder.
Wait, what? This says before farming, after. Wait, what?
Early farmers swapped the nomadic, hunting lifestyle for settling down in permanent villages, planting crops like wheat, barley, and lentils.
Easy.
Sounds smart, right?
Is it not?
Well, it was. Except for the part where it unleashed a buffet of new problems. Living close together meant diseases could now spread like wildfire. Your diet? Way worse. Less protein, more vitamin deficiencies, and your teeth basically rotted out of your face.
You know what? I was always a hunter anyways. I was always a hunter anyways,
And don't
bro.
even get me started on crop failure. One bad drought, one swarm of locusts, one random
They farming wrong though. Like they farming with crops. They not aura farming. Like that's the problem. They're doing the wrong type of farming. The reason why we got so far with farming is because the people with aura knew how to aura farm, and that's what got their crops to grow. So they weren't locked. They
and
weren't
your
locked.
entire village starved
weren't
to
locked.
death while glaring at the sky. Archaeologists have even found ancient skeletons showing signs of malnutrition, anemia, and horrifying dental disasters.
Very low aura.
Number 3, the Mongol invasions. If you were alive in the 13th century,
That is crazy. So just one super villain on a conquest to take over the world. And that's the 24% chance. That's so crazy.
and saw a cloud of dust on the horizon, you had about 3 minutes to panic before your city got turned into a parking lot. Led by Genghis Khan, a man who treated mercy like a myth, the Mongols carved out the largest land empire in human history, stretching from China to Eastern Europe. Their strategy,
Like, how does one person
empire in human history, stretching.
How does one person conquer all this land on a horse? How did they let one person conquer this whole land? What? How do you do that with a horse? If he's over here, he's not seeing over here for like 4 months. Man, I don't know how they did it back in the day. I'm not gonna lie. They had to be different. I'll let you know, the second, if Genghis left me alive and thriving, the second he's out of my city, rebellion is striking immediately. And by the time he comes back 8 months later, he's gonna be like, oh, what happened? Here I am on the top of a building, arrow pointed straight at him. That's just how I got down. That's just like, I'm just locked.
From
I'm just
China
locked.
to Eastern
I'm
Europe.
just locked.
Their strategy? Show up fast, hit hard, and leave absolutely nothing standing. Entire cities were wiped off the map, populations slaughtered, and survivors.
Me and Genghis would have to go aura for aura. Who do y'all have coming out on top? Me or Genghis? We go aura for aura.
Were sometimes used as human shields for the next battle. Mongol horse archers could hit you from 300 yards away while riding at full gallop, basically inventing mobile warfare centuries before tanks were even a thing. Historians estimate the Mongol invasions killed around 10% of the world's population.
Jesus.
At a time when the world population was already tiny. Number 2. The Black Death.
Oh.
In 13...
Well, I think I can survive it. No,
1847, Europe got an unexpected package from Central Asia.
like, you just have to think, how raw of a person do you have to be? Like, how much of a dog do you have to be to get millions of people to kill other millions of people for you? Like, and some of these people who are killing for you, you will not see for maybe years because of all the traveling you have to do. But they are still riding for you. Like, that is crazy. I want to know what was he saying to people? What was Genghis saying that left them in a chokehold for months and months? Like, how did he get that much power to begin with? Now that I think about it, I don't know nothing about Genghis. I just know when Genghis was at the top. How did he get there? Pure aura?
Courtesy of some highly motivated fleas. And things went downhill fast. The Black Death, or bubonic plague, tore through towns and cities like a biological wildfire. Caused by the bacterium Yersinia pestis, it traveled on rats, fleas, and humans who had absolutely no concept of personal hygiene.
I don't mess with rats, so
Once
I
it
would
hit,
survive this.
survival became a lottery. You could catch it from a handshake, a shared cup, or just by breathing the same medieval air as an infected guy. Symptoms included giant swollen lymph nodes,
All my people
fever,
bathe, so I'm not
vomiting
worried
blood,
about this.
and, spoiler alert,
None of my people like
death.
rats. None of my people like raccoons. None of my people like none of that. So you know what I'm saying? We lot.
Usually within days. It's estimated that somewhere between 30% to 60% of Europe's population was wiped out in just a few years. 30% to 60%.
30 to 60? That's Europe, though. I'd be in Africa. I ain't gotta worry about that. That would not be my problem. So we're straight.
Of Europe's population was wiped out in just a few years. Entire villages were abandoned, economies collapsed, and doctors walked around wearing creepy bird masks filled with flowers because apparently vibe-checking the plague was peak medieval science.
Period.
Number 1, the Toba supervolcano eruption. Around
You think I'm worried about a volcano? The playmats are kind of, they're so hard, but they just, every time I see them at the same time, like they look cool at one time, and then the other time I'm like, they definitely love Satan. Like that's the first thing I think of. The second thing, the flowers were called posies. Yeah, so that's why they're like, ring around the rosy, pockets full of posies, ashes, because they're burning the people who got Black Death. Yeah.
Around 74,000 years ago, the Toba supervolcano exploded and nearly deleted humanity from existence.
But then when
Toba erupted, it launched over 670 cubic miles of ash and debris into the sky, enough material to cover the entire United States. The eruption triggered a volcanic winter so devastating that sunlight was blocked for an estimated 6 to 10 years.
6 to 10 years? Ooh, no, that's insane. That's insane. I thought he was gonna say months. Bro said years.
Global temperatures crashed by up to 27 degrees Fahrenheit, 15 degrees Celsius.
My weed.
Plants withered, animals starved, and ecosystems collapsed worldwide. For early humans, already struggling just to find enough calories not to die every day, it was catastrophic.
Oh, nah.
Food supplies vanished. Entire landscapes turned to frozen.
Bro, that has to be a real picture because there wasn't AI back then, bro. That's a real picture. How did this preserve for that many years?
In deserts, rivers dried up, forests became graveyards. It's estimated that the total human population shrank to fewer than 3,000 individuals.
And I guarantee you I'm one of them. Yep. I gotta be. Who else would be?
A genetic bottleneck so tight that every person alive today likely descends from that tiny handful of survivors. No crops, no animals, no sunlight,
Just
no
sex.
second chances. Imagine spending your
None of that, just straight sex.
entire life in darkness, freezing, starving, with the constant fear that today might simply be the last day anyone sees the sun. And yet, somehow...
What do you mean today will be the last day anyone sees the sun, even though they didn't have sun for 6 to 10 years? No one saw the sun. You woke up with you went to sleep with no sun in the sky. You woke up with no sun in the sky. There is no sun.
Against all odds, a few stubborn, desperate humans managed to endure. You exist because they didn't give up when everything else did. Thanks for watching Barely Evolved. And remember, you are the miracle your ancestors fought mammoths for.
Facts.
So hit subscribe before natural selection does its thing.
Oh. My ancestors was in the 0.5% who survived that super volcano. I'm not scared of you. Okay? Your ancestors could never. Actually.